Alright then, welcome back. Now, one of the things that a lot of people have been very suspicious about since the beginning of this coup have been the polls that have been appearing in the newspapers, etc. A lot of observers found it a bit difficult to believe that the polls that showed that Pride was very popular and that the coup was very popular, etc., etc. Found it very hard to believe that these polls were accurate. Of course, in a country with martial law, heavy press censorship, it's very difficult to know what the truth is and what the truth isn't until now, of course, because an article has just come out in the Bangkok Post. NCPO deterring honest opinion polls. What a surprise. In other words, the opinion polls that are coming out in Thailand regarding the popularity of the junta and the popularity of Pride himself are completely skewed. They're fake. In fact, most people who are asked to express their opinion don't express their opinions. They don't really say what they want to say about Pride, the coup and the NCPO, because, as the Bangkok Post says, they are afraid of being summoned by the army. The only people who respond honestly are people who are living in the urban areas, okay, mostly yellow shirts or royalists. And of course, when you get a situation like that, when the people who are answering these questions, who are expressing their opinions, are yellow shirts and people who are generally in favour of the army and the coup, well, what you're going to get is a distorted result in a poll. And this is something that most of us suspected, of course. It was very unlikely that people who were against the coup would openly express their opinions if they were asked by Does It Poll. And now we have confirmation. The sources of this of these results, or of these opinions, are not actually quoted by the Bangkok Post, which is, well, it's quite normal, isn't it? I mean, nobody's going to put their name to this, but I think we can be pretty sure that what this article says is true. We can be absolutely sure that the polls that are being conducted in Thailand about the popularity of the NCPO and general Pride are completely skewed. They're completely fake. Okay, not everybody that's responding is neutral. The results which show 80–90% of people in favour of Pride as Prime Minister, those results are completely fake. In fact, there is a lot of resistance to the to the coup, a lot of resistance to the NCPO, but there's a lot of censorship and there's a lot of control of information in Thailand, except in the internet. Most people know that although things are quiet in Thailand because of the martial law and control and heavy censorship, there is a war, a cyber war raging on the internet, with a lot of people making their political opinions very, very clear, and it's obvious that there is a lot of anti-NCPO and anti-coup sentiment in Thailand. But this is something that you will never read in the newspapers because they're censored and controlled very heavily, and which is why the regime in Thailand has restarted the war rooms, the cyber war rooms, and the royal scouts on the internet to try and control the situation. But that is something that you will not read in the newspapers in Thailand.